Hi kindergarten, you're going to wrap up your writing assignments for the whole school year today. I am so proud of you guys. You've worked so hard working on your penmanship, your writing complete sentences. You guys are rock stars and I'm so proud of you. Today you're not going to be using your kindergarten journal. You're actually going to have a Google Doc attached to this assignment, and you're actually going to have an adult or you can try if you want to, and then they can help you fix any spellings that need to be fixed. But you're going to type your responses today. So I'm going to show you guys a cool kind of poetry today. So this is called Acrostic Poems, and I have done an example that's based on spring, but you guys are going to write one about summer. So we're going to talk a little bit about what that looks like and how you guys are going to do it. So I'm going to turn my camera just a little bit so you can see all of my letters here that I have on my chart. And so on this side, acrostic poems take a word and they write that word vertical. So here's my word spring that I've written vertically down the page in blue. And then I think of things that start with each letter that remind me of that word. So my word today is spring, and I had to come up with some words that I think about when I think about spring that start with that letter. So I had to come up with an S, a P, R, I, N, and G. And so my poem, I started at the top with S, and I thought, what do I think of when spring comes? Well, we see a lot more sunshine, right? Which is also true for summer. So I wrote sunny days. Now, you notice I didn't write the S again because the S is already there. On your Google Doc today, the word summer is already there. So you're just going to come up with what you want to say about summer that starts with those letters. So sunny days. Then I came to my P. Well, when spring comes, we play outside a lot more because the weather's getting warmer. So I used the word play and I added outside because the weather's getting warmer, the days get longer, and we stay outside more. So R came next, ride bikes, right? I love to do that in the springtime. I for ice cream treats, right? When it gets warmer, we might stay outside a little bit longer, have a cold treat in the spring. New flowers, because all things start blooming in spring, right? And then for my G, I put green grass grows. It's the time where we start having to mow our lawns because the grass is growing. And so all of those things are included in spring. So your task today is going to be summer. So I wanted to give you guys kind of some thoughts for completing this activity to help you just a little bit more in knowing how to do that. So here is what your paper looks like. So you guys have the word summer going down your Google Doc. And what I always strongly suggest when we're doing this in the classroom is usually I would brainstorm with you guys some words that start with each one of these letters to begin with. So parents, grandparents, that might be a good place to start. Helping them, like for the letter S, maybe they're just going to throw out some words that they think of that starts with the letter S that could relate to summer. So they might say sunshine, they might say sun, slushies, right? Anything that they think of that starts with an S, you just kind of help them brainstorm some of those things. U is a harder letter, so we have to kind of think about that one a little bit more, right? So we might say under, upside down. Think of some things that you can associate with summer where you can use those words. And then you have two M's, and both M's have to be something different. So you want to think about all of just any word you can think of that relates to an M. They might come up with move or mountain or munch, right? And you kind of have to twist that and turn that into something that they would be doing in the summer. E's also kind of a harder one. So you may even have to Google some words that start with E to help them kind of get thinking about what might be something they could use to describe summer. Now, some of us may come up with these very quickly. Like for your R, I used R over here, ride bikes. You might also do that in the summertime. So you could use that one. Lots of friends maybe go rock hunting. Maybe in the summer you look for things that start with R, right? So you can kind of take that in a lot of different directions, okay? So the possibilities are endless. Whatever your child comes up with is great, okay? So whatever words they decide, you can kind of help them tweak it into maybe a complete thought, but I really want this to be their work. So my kindergartners, you can do this, okay? So I don't want you to look over at mom and say, oh, what's a word? That's not. I want you to really, really think about it. I want you to put your brain power into it first, and then adults will be there to assist, okay? So in the classroom, you guys remember how we used to make those bubble maps? So this would be a good time where you can think, okay, mom and dad can help, grandma can help. I want to brainstorm all the words I can that start with S and all the words I can that start with U. And then I want to try to put those words into some sort of phrase that reminds me of summer, okay? I know you guys can do it. I'm going to be using this for your kindergarten writing portfolio as a sample of poetry. Remember, there is no right or wrong. Whatever you come up with, whatever words you think about that remind you of summer, it will be awesome. Can't wait to see your finished products. I'll be printing these back at school to put in your folders. All right, guys, happy writing.